once na na-secure nyo na yung sky na, at least yung mountain. After na itong ating, so, easiest way, itim na light blue, add lang natin ng konting amount of red. Kasi konti lang po, para maging dark yan siya. And pwede mas mababa pa, or mas mataas, or ang maiksi lang po nga, kumaga nasa unport pa lang po tayo.
We are working directly on canvas without any sketch, and the directions come from our teacher Nino, who tells us what colors to mix and then which parts of the canvas to layer down the colors in. More than half of the lower portion of the upper half of my canvas will be colored dark brown. The lower half will be a body of water with some rocks. We mix more blue than yellow to get teal. We mix brown using red, yellow, blue for the rocks. The rocks can be in any shape that you like. They can be like squarish, rectangularish, or round. You can add a little white to make it a lighter brown. At this point, know where the sun is coming from, the light, so that in this case the lighter highlights are put on the upper portion going to the right, and the darker shades will be on the lower left and bottom. Use a fan brush and mix green by adding yellow to blue to work on the greenery or the trees and shrubs. You can add more yellow and more white to the green mixture, and that will be the highlights for the plants. For the water coming down from the supposedly source of water from the top, use light blue, which means mixing more white with a little blue for the first layer of water. And then after that you can use plain white. I used two kinds of brushes here, filbert and fan brush. Create movement by making the water splash down using white, covering the body of water. With a small flat brush or round brush, have a dark brown mixture using blue, red, and a little yellow, but make it more blue so that it's very dark brown, and start drawing in the tree. Draw a fine line on the right side of the trunks and the branches. This will be the highlight on the tree. And then have a mixture of white, blue, a little red to make a lavender color. That will be the backlight on the left side of the tree. So this is our main topic for today, how to draw a figure. We are now trying to draw a fisherman sitting by the rock, and the best way to start learning is to draw from the back with no face on it. On the person, sorry. In summary, today's painting lesson covered once more the waterfalls and how to do reflection on the water and how to make stones or rocks. But this is just really a beginner's lesson, so the rocks are kind of plain, and you can upgrade this by layering in more colors, more shadows, more highlights. Our inspiration figure for the figure in this painting is the one done by our teacher, Nino Odosis. And while he's making his, we try to imitate him by making our figure too. Of course, we are not limited by what we see, so we can make our imagination fly by doing our own figure. The highlights and the shadows in the figure will make it more interesting and kind of lifelike. It is important to use a fine detail brush for the figure so that it is easier to outline the details. Some artists would make their pinky or little finger set on the canvas so that it can hold the brush more firmly, but I would do this by using my left hand to support my right hand. At this point, I can sense that the painting is depicting a very serene, very quiet place, but I am thinking I would put more life, and you will see the end result later. To add in a little bit of highlights on the leaves, I am using a little lighter brown mocha in addition to the very dark brown leaves. I am using white on a fine detail brush to make more water reflections. It is interesting to note that although we have an instructor who tells us how to lay out the painting and to what details to put in, still you would notice that the paintings are very different from each other, as perhaps reflected by the interpretations of the artists themselves. Maraming salamat po. Hey guys, please subscribe to Happy Rich Mama, like, share, and ring that bell for notifications. Bye!